Colours, City of Liverpool online radio station. My name is Doug Ross Williams, and we're here. We've just done a conference with the LEP, and I'm here with a lovely young man. We'll introduce him. So, people at home watching, who are you and what company do you represent?
Well, first of all, I'd like to be called a young man. That's great. I'm Dan Rubel. I'm the Group Strategy Director of Shop Direct, which is the company behind very.co.uk, littles.com, and very exclusive, so online digital retail.
Yeah. So anyone watching at home, I said we've just done a conference. Can you just give us a quick insight into what today was about and what you guys hope to achieve out of today's meeting?
So today's been all about getting Merseyside's creative and digital businesses together in a room to talk about skills and to talk about how we as a collective, we as a kind of ecosystem of digital businesses can better come together, both with ourselves and academia, to make Liverpool an even more vibey and successful digital hub here in the northwest of England. And obviously, as one of Liverpool's biggest companies, we're located in Speke, just near the airport.
Ah, nice Speke.
We're really excited to be here. They asked us to do a little speech, but now we're getting into the good stuff, which is actually talking about what we can do together.
Yeah, I did see the kind of breakout and stuff, and I mean, I'm aware that Liverpool and England's probably the leading kind of country in creative media as we. So, can you tell me what you think is next in e-commerce?
Yeah, sure. So obviously we're the second biggest digital retailer in the UK after Amazon, and we're very, very focused on bringing together data science and e-commerce to create more personalised journeys for our customers, and we think that's a huge territory. It's, when you say next, it's with us now, but it's going to be with us for the coming days, weeks, months and years as well, and we think there's a massive opportunity there, and it's for two reasons really. One is customers really want personalisation. So customers are online, they're shopping in many different retailers, and they tell us that they are not happy when they're served irrelevant information. Nobody wants to go on a website, search for a pair of jeans, and see a load of jeans that they're not interested in. They want to see the jeans that they are interested in. They want to be served at the messages that they are interested in, especially when they're on a mobile phone, it's a small screen, and they're on the go. No time to go to page 2, page 3. They want to see it on page 1. And so, with that kind of consumer insight in mind, we then kind of talk to our data scientists, our e-commerce experts, third parties like IBM, and we've started to build a platform now which is responsive to that. So that if you are a man versus a woman, or an 18-year-old versus an 80-year-old, then you get served up with different messages. If you shop with us a lot versus somebody who shops with us not very often, then we will get different messages. We'll kind of tell you information, for example, that you might not know if you don't shop with us a lot. And we're seeing we're seeing a huge response from customers whenever we land that sort of personalisation. This next kind of 5-6 years is going to be, well, not even that, next 5-6 months is going to be a really exciting time in that world of personalisation, primarily from artificial intelligence. So this is computers that are learning, so they're computers that can speak English, that can understand English, they're computers that can take huge amounts of data and in effect process it. And the computers that teach themselves and that constantly get better at serving the right outcome. And we're applying that to a few different areas. We're applying it to our conversational, we call it conversational user interface. It's catchy, but it's actually the way that customers can interact with us, kind of like Facebook Messenger, but on our app. And increasingly, that artificial intelligence will be behind that. And when customers say, for example, we're not there yet with this, but when customers say, I really need a pair of jeans, I'm not sure what pair of jeans, ultimately we want that conversation to start, and we want to be able to ask them questions, they give us responses, and eventually serve up the perfect jeans.
So thank you for that information. To that end, how do you think all of the various businesses that have come together today, how can you all kind of make a decision of where to go next and how to work together? I mean, what's your kind of answer to that?
That's a great question. I think first of all, I probably want to thank the LEP for getting us all together today. Because and all the people that have come, because to get, I think it's like 90 or 100 people in there, and for them all to make, in effect, a whole morning free to come together and talk about how we can make Liverpool better and how we can make the Liverpool creative and digital industry better is quite a big commitment, and it's already shaping up to be quite a good event. there's a lot of talking, but I think it's going to turn into a bit of action as well, which is exciting. In terms of what that action could be, I think there's two areas. One is how can we come together, including with academia, to help build skills in the region and to help make sure that the young people in the region are being taught the right things at school and at college and at university, so that when they come out of that, they're work ready and they're ready to become part of the fast-paced digital industry, both the technical skills and the life skills,
and the soft skills
as well. Exactly. Being able to talk and present and work in multifunctional teams. You know, we work in an agile way where we throw lots of different people, different backgrounds and expertise in a room together for a couple of days to work on a business problem, and at the end of it, we launch the thing that they've come up with, and we want kind of young people with the confidence to kind of get in the mix and do that kind of stuff. And it's hard, it's hard to coach people to get to that kind of point. And the more the schools and the universities can do, and the more that we can work with them to help those students, the better. And the second thing is just finding a way of getting this digital ecosystem, this gang of people out there together more often to actually create a community that's more tangible, that meets more often, that has virtual tools whereby we can talk more easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we can come together and leverage our scale. Why can't we get us all together to bring in some training or some expertise or some speakers from around the world that might not come to speak to just Shop Direct with our 2,000 people, but if there's 20,000 people, maybe that's a whole different kettle of fish. So we haven't got the specifics yet, but we want to work with people to create that kind of vision, so that in the end, when a new recruit looks at Liverpool, they say, I want to be part of that scene. I want to work there. I want to be a digital player there because it's really, really cool.
It's an exciting future on that side, the whole digital area. So if anyone wants to find out a bit more about Shop Direct website,
come to the website, or even better, go to very.co.uk and go and have a look at our fantastic homeware and clothing and footwear and Apple brands and Samsung brands. If you're really desperate, you can come to me on Twitter. My handle is Dan E Rubel. That's RUBEL at the end. Come and see what's going on. We've got lots of great roles going as well that you should see on the website.
Okay.
So anyone that's super eager to get involved in a growing, fast-paced business, come and join us.
Hey, so you've been watching Colours, Liverpool online radio station. Check out our link here if you want to find out more about. Hey, bye.
Color.